lot of questions from the players, from the coaches, sometimes from the parents. But somewhere between the first training session in November and the last whistle of the season, something happens. A group of individuals become a team. The routine becomes a commitment. And before you realize it, you're not just playing matches anymore. You're creating memories you'll still be talking about years from now. And that's exactly what this group did this season. To the parents, siblings, and families, thank you. Especially, as Coach Ryan said, those cold nights on the sidelines and then sometimes rainy evenings when the smart thing to do probably would have been staying home. Your support makes the program possible, and players notice it more than you realize it. And I also want to thank the parents who took time to film our matches and send them to us throughout the season. And for anyone who wants to relive some of the moments, you can check us out on YouTube. Quick thank you as well to all the coaching staff. As always, we are a team effort, and I appreciate the time, energy, and all you do for myself and for the freshman boys. And of course, congratulations to both of our other programs, as Coach Ryan said. I mean, this was a rebuild year for our varsity team, and we made it to the finals. But tonight I want to spend a little time talking about this group of players and our manager. So it honestly feels like yesterday was November, and we were starting the first day of tryouts, figuring out the team and what the season might look like. From that point forward, you gave it everything you had in training, in the weight room, where some of you discovered muscles you didn't know existed, in every match we played. Of course, none of that would have been possible without the fuel that powered this team, the snacks in the team room. Now, I do have high schoolers at home, so big appetites are no surprise to me. But apparently, everything tastes better when it comes from the team room. Just as a rough estimate, so you know, I would say this team, all three programs, went through something like 2,500 snack bars, about 25 dozen bagels, 5 pounds of cream cheese, 2 pounds of peanut butter, 5 pounds of deli meat, 6 loaves of bread, plus a few pizzas on top of that. So, any of you notice the increase in your grocery bill? This is the reason why. So, there were so many great moments throughout the season. The excitement when you first got your uniforms, your jackets, backpacks, and then your sweatpants. The FIFA video game battles in the locker room, the futsal tournament, where I'd like to congratulate again Team Burrito for winning the title, our soccer tennis competitions, and even learning how to make a proper sandwich. And once the matches started, it really didn't matter what jersey the opponent was wearing. You stepped up. After our preseason matches, we opened the season with a win, and then the Carlmont Cup arrived. Before I talk about that, again, thank you to those parents who were out there in the freezing cold, keeping half the stands warm with I don't know how many glasses of hot chocolate and coffee. So thank you. The cup we opened up against Midi and then Sequoia, and you handled them both. Confidence was building, trust in one another was growing. Then we went back into league play, and being the generous group that you were, we actually scored a goal for our opponent. Unfortunately, that was the only goal in the match. But I will say this, the fire started to burn after that game. Then came the match that people started talking about. We knocked off De La Salle and Berkeley in penalty kicks in the Carlmont Cup, and I'm pretty sure during those PKs, someone on the sideline reminded me to breathe, and I thought we were going to have to break out the AEDs. People started turning their heads. Coaches and referees were asking me if you were really freshmen. And then we made the finals against Hillsdale. For those who don't know, my kids go to Hillsdale. I'm actually coaching against my daughter right now down there for lacrosse. At that point, not much needed to be said. I simply reminded you about our earlier match against them. And you went out and showed everyone what you were. With a little help from Raghav and Luca, you won the cup. And that trophy is now sitting in our case. Someone mentioned that in 40 years we should all come back and celebrate it again. And I would love to do that. Just let you guys know that I'm going to be 99 and may need a little help getting up the stairs. After the break, we came back to training, and I asked one question: what's our goal? The answer was simple: defend our league title. Every week, someone would ask who we were playing. My answer was always the same. Some of you would chime in. It doesn't really matter, does it? And the truth is, it didn't. Week after week, you pushed each other. You held each other accountable. If someone was hurt, someone else stepped up. The momentum kept building. Even when teams thought they had you on the ropes, you stayed composed and did exactly what we practiced, talked about, or made changes at halftime. Before the final league match, we played random as a tune-up. At halftime, we realized we weren't playing their freshman team. We were actually playing their JV and varsity team. And it didn't matter to any of you, because you went out and you did what you normally do. You scored 3 goals to win. So it was great. As we headed into our final match against MA, you had one thing on your mind: defending the league title. And I heard plenty of chatter from the other side about how lucky we were and how we couldn't do this and how we couldn't do that. And then the start of the second half, I believe, Jay took the ball down the sideline, dribbled past several players, and buried a goal. I just smiled, and if that's luck, I'll take it every time with this group. The league title was yours. And yes, Braylon, who I know we weren't undefeated. But we weren't done yet. We finished with a trip to De La Salle. And some people thought I was crazy for scheduling teams like De La Salle and Berkeley. The reality is I am crazy. But again, it didn't matter who we played. You walked into De La Salle, and you walked out with a win. My saying all year was that this isn't about sunshine and juice boxes. But after that win, it definitely felt like sunshine and juice boxes. When people asked what our secret was, I usually told them, I can't tell you that because I'd have to kill you. But the simple truth is, we have an incredible group of players that just wanted to play soccer. Players who checked the me for the we. When people asked how the team was doing during the season, I would always say we're a work in progress. But then I'd start hearing compliments from referees and coaches. That always made me smile. And one moment I'll never forget was hearing someone walking the track during our match against Berkeley after we drilled a goal to tie it up. And they were like, who the heck are these guys? I knew exactly who they were. They were a group of players who never stopped. As one coach of another team said, Carlmont always brings it from the opening whistle to the end, and you never stop. Along the way, you also learned a few important lessons, like making sure to clean up the field after matches, keeping the team room clean, not asking questions you already know the answer to, never losing a ball during training sessions, most importantly, never locking the coach's keys in the team room or leaving the door wide open. Now, whether or not you choose to share these lessons with next year's freshman team, basically the history for the past few years is you don't share this with the freshman team and you just look and see what happens. But each of you is a piece of the puzzle, and no matter how we put the pieces together each week, we always made a pretty good picture. You set the standards for next year's team. More importantly, I can't wait to see the impact each of you have in the years ahead. So thank you, guys. But a few players stood out a little bit more. So this player consistently stood out. He made an impact all season long. He took on a leadership role without being asked and led by example both on and off the field. He played with incredible composure. Sometimes it seemed like ice was running through his veins. Whether shutting down opponents on defense, placing the ball exactly where it needed to go, or chasing someone down to stop an attack, he helped drive this team's performance all year. Our MVP was Isaac. Positivity and encouragement every single day. No matter the situation, his attitude never changed. Coaches and referees would often comment on his drive and determination. His will to win infected everyone around him, and his energy had a real impact on how the team played. The heart of the team is Connor. Reliability, consistency, and composure. Those are the words that kept coming up all season when people talked about these two players. They were dependable, steady, and always ready when the team needed them. They let their actions speak on the field. One dominating on defense and in the air with his headers, which I am expecting that by his senior year he'll be able to put one in from 30 yards out. And the other one quietly appearing in the middle of action like an assassin and catching everyone off guard. Both were difference makers who had a profound impact on this team. Drew and Thomas. Come and go. The things you built this year, the friendships, the trust, the work ethic, the belief in each other, those things last much longer than any trophy. Years from now, you may not remember every score or every play, but you remember this group, this season, and what it felt like to be part of something special. And I can tell you, it was a privilege to be able to coach you. It was a blast to watch you, and I truly had the best seat in the house. Thank you guys for an incredible season.
What? I got you.
Oh! Connor, there you go. Ball over, ball over, ball over. Come on,
Dylan.
Yeah!
Oh gosh.
Danger, danger.
Go, Blue!
Shoot, left.
Let's go, Blue! Got it.
I'm careful, Drew!
Yeah.
You got it, Dylan. Come on.
Yeah.
Vamos.
One.
Good one.
Jump away from it.
Nice! Let's go, Carlmont!
Nice pass. Go, go, go. Follow, follow, follow.
Griffin.
Well done. Good job, guys. Good job.
Oh, let's go, Blue!
There we go.
With it. Nice ball. Good save. Yeah.
Sequoia, 1-0-0. Sí, ya vi, llegué ayer.
1-0.
Sí, pero el jueves sí, ganaron 4-1. Sí, es una buena.
Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Nice.
So send him through.
It's yours!
Go, Jay. Go, Jay.
Come on, Jay.
Take the shot.
Yep. There you go. Ball.
Oh, let's go.
Nice, nice. Beat him, Jay. Beat him.
Yeah!